It was winter, 1993. In a quiet village called Buyo, South Korea, archaeologists were digging at an ancient temple site. Just another day. Nothing special. Then, something glittered in the mud. They pulled it out, wiped off the dirt, and their jaws dropped. It was stunning, incredibly detailed, like nothing they had ever seen. A masterpiece, buried underground for over 1,400 years. This was the gilt bronze incense burner from the Baekje kingdom in Korea, a treasure from the 7th century. And when people saw it, everyone had the same reaction. Wait, they made this in the 600s? With bronze? So, who made this? The Baekje kingdom, one of Korea's 3 kingdoms. They were based along Korea's west and south coasts with easy access to the sea. And this incense burner, it's basically Baekje's history and artistic spirit packed into one object. Let's take a closer look. The incense burner has 3 main parts. 1, a lid shaped like mountain peaks. 2, a body that looks like a blooming lotus. 3, and a base held up by a fierce-looking dragon. At the very top, a phoenix flies with a magical pearl. Below that, 5 tiny musicians playing instruments on the mountains. And all around them, tigers, monkeys, elephants, deer. It's like a fantasy village carved into bronze. The body is a lotus flower in full bloom, a symbol of purity and enlightenment. And the base? A powerful dragon, holding it all up with one leg. Like, don't worry, I got this. And here's the coolest part. There are 12 tiny holes in the lid. So when incense is burned inside, smoke flows out through them, making it look like the phoenix is flying through clouds. How epic is that? This burner isn't just beautiful, it's packed with meaning. The dragon at the bottom? That's the water world. The mountains and animals? The human world. The phoenix at the top? That's the heavens. In one small object, you've got water, earth, and sky, the entire universe. And the human world, the mountain slopes filled with animals and musicians, it's not just decoration, it's an ideal world where all living things, tigers, deer, monkeys, humans, live together in peace and harmony. It reflects the perfect world Baekje people dreamed of. And that dream? It was influenced by Taoism. From Taoism came the mystical mountain peaks, immortal-like figures, and the harmony between nature and spirit. And if you look closely, you'll see a lotus growing from the dragon's mouth. And from that flower, a whole new world is born. It's a symbol of creation, of new beginnings. That part was influenced by Buddhism. In Buddhism, a new world is born from within a lotus flower. Here's the surprise. This incense burner is super international. Some of the instruments? From Central and Southeast Asia. The animals? Monkeys and elephants. Definitely not from Korea. The lotus? Originally from India and Egypt. This one burner reflects the Eurasian continent. How? Thanks to the sea. Baekje was a maritime powerhouse. In the Chinese book Portraits of Periodical Offering from the Liang dynasty, Baekje envoys appear alongside diplomats from Persia, Afghanistan, and the Malay Peninsula. It's a clear sign that Baekje was active on the international diplomatic stage. Baekje monks studied Buddhism in India. Glass beads from Vietnam, India, and Malaysia have been found at Baekje sites. Baekje artists even helped shape Japan's temples and culture. This wasn't just a kingdom. It was a global hub. But hidden in this beautiful object is a heartbreaking story. The burner was found at a temple site in Nongsan-ri, Buyo. Right next to it, a royal tomb, believed to belong to King Song, Baekje's 26th ruler. But why was there a temple next to a tomb? Because back then, temples were often built to honor and protect the spirits of kings. And King Song? His story is one of the most tragic in Korean history. Let's rewind. In the late 5th century, Baekje was struggling. Goguryeo had taken the Han River in present-day Seoul, cutting Baekje off from the sea. King Song had to act. He moved the capital to Sabi, promoted Buddhism, rebuilt alliances. In 551, he formed a coalition with Silla, Gaya, and Japan to take back the Han River. They won. Baekje was back. But just 2 years later, Silla betrayed them. They took the Han River for themselves. King Song was furious. Ignoring warnings, he personally led an attack on Silla. His son, Prince Tang, supported the war and led the charge. And then, disaster. At the Battle of Kwansan-som in 554, King Song, traveling at night with just 50 guards, was ambushed and killed. His severed head was buried beneath the steps of Silla's palace, so people could walk over it. Brutal. Baekje lost 30,000 soldiers. The kingdom's spirit was crushed. And Prince Chang, now King Chang, he was devastated. He blamed himself. He even thought about becoming a monk. But instead, he built a temple to honor his father, and from that temple came the Baekje gilt bronze incense burner. Just a few decades later, in 660, Baekje fell. The kingdom was destroyed, its culture scattered, and the incense burner, gone, lost to time. For 1,400 years, until that winter day in 1993, when it rose again from the mud, glittering with the memory of a lost world. The Baekje gilt bronze incense burner isn't just a treasure, it's a symbol, Baekje's final spark of glory. If you enjoyed this story, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more epic history from Korea and beyond.